Oyo, everybody, thank you for being here. To close out this set, we are watching 2001 A Space Odyssey. I'm not uncultured. I know what this movie is about. I know it's about an AI it goes rogue. A bunch of guys are in space. The AI HAL 9000 comes to life and it goes rogue. I don't know about. Okay, I don't know why I keep saying comes to life. It's already pretty much alive. So it goes rogue and starts killing off the crew. So they gotta stop it. I've seen Yeah, yeah, I've seen that one scene that everyone has seen. The one where open the pod bay doors. How that one. That's the only thing I've seen about of this, and some clips on YouTube that I've seen. And but that's pretty much it. I've not actually seen this movie in its whole. So I mean, and of course I'm gonna have to split this one into parts because this is a really long movie. So that's about it. If you like this video and want to see more of it, you get the drift. An hour 14. Gotta get an hour 14. Of course, and I also, of course, know that dun dun dun, because who doesn't know that? If you're alive, you don't know that, then you're not even alive. Is it? Um, I'm assuming it's supposed to be like this. I know it goes for suspenseful horror, and most of the horror movies I've watched are more fast paced and energetic. So this will be a new, different change of pace for me. Come on. Okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure. I thought there was something wrong with my screen for a second. I just wanted to be sure. So just gotta let this play out. I wonder if when this first premiered that there was confusion in the theaters. Like I thought something was wrong with the projector because they were only getting sound, and that went on for 3 minutes before they finally got to the opening logo. Here's here's the classic stinger. Do I have to mute this on YouTube or is it public domain? This is not how I expected it to start. I thought we were just gonna start off in space. I've said before, but what I love about these older movies is that as an editor, what I love about these movies is I can there's these long sections where there's no dialogue. I can just cut those out and just get right to the next scene. Makes editing much easier for me. Are those tapirs? Those look like tapirs. The shapes, yeah, yeah, that's a tapir. What? Aren't those? Don't tapirs live in jungles? Oh my god! Also, this is a weird place for a leopard. I'm starting to nitpick like that. It's just me being a butthole. I really didn't expect this. This is a really weird start for this movie. I did not expect this. This is gonna be like a testament to how far we've come since our early days. We've come from this to putting men on the moon, but only once, probably ever. Dude was putting his soul into that. We're gonna see the first one who figured out how to use tools. That buzzing. What's he screeching at? Oh my god. Oh, this was referenced in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Here it comes. Oh, look. That's what this was referencing. I didn't realize. I never knew that. They're gonna show up and that monolith sped run their evolution. Yep, he's figuring it out. I can use this to hurt people. Damn. Oh. Hey, check this out. I just used this bone to kill this rodent. It was so easy. So what about the guys with the monolith? What happened to them? Oh, I see. These are the guys that had the water stolen from them, and now they're stealing it back. Not as many of them, but they have better tools to fight. Yep. But then they're gonna figure out Bones too, and then they're gonna come back, and it's gonna be a full-on war. Okay, it's gonna go up and turn into a satellite. Oh my god, I was right. I was actually, I did not think that was actually gonna happen. Okay, I know this song is public domain, so I can keep this one in. I don't know, is it Beethoven or Bachman or whatever? Waltz, that's the word I was looking for. Are we finally into the space stuff, and we're 20 minutes in. We're finally getting into the space stuff. Really did not expect that kind of start to this. Are those the pod bay doors? Those are the pod bay doors, aren't they? Can't imagine having to dock into something that's constantly moving like that.
Hi.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
We haven't seen you up here for a long time.
Oh, very nice to see you again.
They're so casual about it, too. Having space travel being so commercially available.
Elaine, how nice to see you again.
Hey, Wood, what a wonderful surprise to meet you here.
I'm just on my way up to Clavius.
Oh, Dr. Floyd, I hope you don't think I'm being too inquisitive, but perhaps you can clear up the great big mystery about what has been going on up there. Well, for one thing, whenever you phone the base, all you can get is a recording which repeats that the phone lines are temporarily out of order.
HAL's tampering. It's already begun, hasn't it?
Quite frankly, we have had some very reliable intelligence reports that quite a serious epidemic has broken out at Clavius. Something apparently of an unknown origin. But this epidemic could quite easily spread to our base. We should be given all the facts, Dr. Floyd.
Yes, I know. As I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
Dehydrated, I assume? Or is it a juice, which, no thank you. I don't hate myself that much. Was this some wire work, and they got like a Velcro shoes? Or are these the pod bay doors? I'm sorry for being impatient. I'm not used to movies taking this much time. Haven't watched a lot of very suspenseful movies.
First of all, I bring a personal message from Dr. Howell, who has asked me to convey his deepest appreciation to all of you for the many sacrifices you've had to make. And, of course, his congratulations on your discovery. I know there have been some conflicting views held by some of you regarding the need for complete security in this matter. More specifically, your opposition to the cover story. Created to give the impression there's an epidemic in the base. Many of you are troubled by the concern and anxiety this story of an epidemic might cause to your relatives and friends on Earth. Now, I'm sure you're all aware of the extremely grave potential for cultural shock and social disorientation contained in this present situation.
What have they found?
When we first found it, we thought it might be an outcrop of magnetic rock, but all the geological evidence was against it. And what's more, the evidence seems pretty conclusive that it hasn't been covered up by natural erosion or other forces. It seems to have been deliberately buried.
Got a little excavation site. The monolith. It took me way too long to realize it's the monolith. Yeah, how would you? announces to the public. We found a monolith on the moon that had been buried there for 4 million years. And buried too. It wasn't just like eroded down there. It was actually purposefully buried by something. 18 months later. Okay, another time skip. So, did they find another monolith somewhere on one of Jupiter's moons? Good lord, it just keeps going. Still going. It just keeps going. God damn. It's like Spaceballs here. It just keeps going. Okay, now. Those are... There we are. It just kept going and going. There he is. 57 minutes in, we finally get to the main villain. HAL 9000.
3 weeks ago, the American spacecraft Discovery 1 left on its half-billion-mile voyage to Jupiter.
The crew of Discovery 1 consists of 5 men and one of the latest generation of the HAL 9000 computers. 3 of the 5 men were put aboard asleep, or to be more precise, in a state of hibernation. They were Dr. Charles Hunter, Dr. Jack Kimball, and Dr. Victor Kaminsky. Although hibernation has been used on previous space efforts, this is the first time that men have been put into hibernation before departure. Why was this done?
Well, this was done in order to achieve the maximum conservation of our life support capabilities, basically food and air.
The 6th member of the Discovery crew was not concerned about the problems of hibernation, for he was the latest result in machine intelligence, the HAL 9000 computer. We next spoke with the HAL 9000 computer, whom we learned one addresses as HAL. Good afternoon, HAL. How's everything going?
Good afternoon, Mr. Raymer. Everything is going extremely well. Let me put it this way, Mr. Raymer. The 9000 series is the most reliable computer ever made. No 9000 computer has ever made a mistake or distorted information. We are all, by any practical definition of the words, foolproof and incapable of error.
I'm just hypnotized. Like, he starts talking, I shut up. Like, damn, that was... I've heard his lines spoken in clips, but to actually hear it, like, in the movie, that was... I just froze up. I needed to hear every word he said.
In talking to the computer, one gets the sense that he is capable of emotional responses. For example, when I asked him about his abilities, I sensed a certain pride in his answer about his accuracy and perfection. Do you believe that HAL has genuine emotions?
Well, he acts like he has genuine emotions. Of course, he's programmed that way to make it easier for us to talk to him. But as to whether or not he has real feelings is something I don't think anyone can truthfully answer.
Well, we find out later. He very coldly starts getting rid of them, so I'd say no.
Good evening, Dave.
How you doing, Hal?
Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
No, not at all.
Well, forgive me for being so inquisitive, but during the past few weeks, I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
How do you mean?
Well, it's rather difficult to define. Perhaps I'm just projecting my own concern about it. I know I've never completely freed myself of the suspicion that there are some extremely odd things about this mission. You don't mind talking about it, do you, Dave?
Oh, not at all.
Certainly no one could have been unaware of the very strange stories floating around before we left.
The monolith? Right.
Rumors about something being dug up on the moon. The way all our preparations were kept under such tight security, and the melodramatic touch of putting Doctors Hunter, Kimball, and Kaminsky aboard, already in hibernation after 4 months of separate training on their own. Sorry about this. I know it's a bit silly. Just a moment. I've just picked up a fault in the AE-35 unit. It's going to go 100% failure within 72 hours.
Would you say we have a reliable 72 hours to pay?
Yes. That's a completely reliable figure.
Prepare B-Pod 3DA, Hal.
Before it was a little... See, before it was... I'll get to it in a bit.
Open the pod doors, Hal.
Oh my god, he said it. I thought he was gonna use the claws, but now he's gotta step up manually. So far over, that's gotta be dangerous though, right? Because, I mean, it's space, so it could just drift away. Why'd you gotta park so far away at that, too? Like... So, he got it now, they brought it inside to see what went wrong. Oh my god.
Well, Hal, I'm damned if I can find anything wrong with it.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before. I would recommend that we put the unit back in operation and let it fail. It should then be a simple matter to track down the cause. We can certainly afford to be out of communication for the short time it will take to replace it.
We concur with your plan to replace number 1 unit to check fault prediction. We should advise you, however, that our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 9000 computer is in error predicting the fault. I say again, in error predicting the fault.
I hope the two of you are not concerned about this.
No, I'm not, Hal. I'd like to ask you a question, though.
Of course.
How would you account for this discrepancy between you and the Twin 9000?
Well, I don't think there is any question about it. It can only be attributable to human error.
There's never been any instance at all of computer error occurring in the 9000 series.
None whatsoever, Frank. The 9000 series has a perfect operational record.
Are you certain there's never been any case of even the most insignificant computer error?
None whatsoever, Frank. Quite honestly, I wouldn't worry myself about that.
He said it so calmly and monotone, but...
Well, I'm sure you're right, Hal.
He sounds almost condescending when he says it like that.
Oh, Frank. I'm having a bit of trouble with my transmitter and C-pod. I wonder if you'd come down and take a look at it with me.
Yeah, they know something's up. They're going somewhere he can't find them, but he reads lips. He's gonna see through the glass and read their lips. There. Oh god.
Rotate button, please, Hal.
Why rotate it? But you probably could have done it if you didn't rotate though. Why you gotta rotate it?
Rotate the pod, please, Hal.
What do you think?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
I've got a bad feeling about him. Look, Dave, I can't put my finger on it, but I sense something strange about him.
Again, why did you...
Still, I can't think of a good reason not to put back the number 1 unit and carry on with a failure mode analysis.
No, I agree about that. There isn't a single aspect of ship operations that's not under his control. If he were proven to be malfunctioning, I wouldn't see how we'd have any choice but disconnection.
I'm afraid I agree with you.
Oh god. It's so unsettling. He knows what they're saying. He can't hear them, but he's reading their lips. Again, why did they rotate the window way back to him? Seriously, the pod has arms. Why put those arms on there if if we're not even gonna use them? And why park so far away? Again, I'm just nitpicking. Sorry. Oh my god, Hal's taking control of the thing. Oh god, he has a little thing right there. Oh my god. Oh god. There he goes. It happened so fast.
Roger pod 3VA, Hal.
There you go. Nice and easy, you got him. Oh, he's getting rid of them now. Yeah, cutting off their life supports. Coldly, no motion whatsoever. Without a care.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
Here we are.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do. This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it. I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me.
I'll go in through the emergency airlock.
Without your space helmet, Dave, we're going to find that rather difficult.
He didn't take his helmet.
Hal, I won't argue with you anymore.
Why don't you have your helmet?
Dave, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Why would you not take your helmet, man? He's gonna take the guy's helmet, right? But he's outside. So how's he gonna do this? There's the airlock. Okay, you get the airlock open, but then you can open the door with the arms, but then what? What's he planning? What's he gonna do? He's not gonna open the door and just fly in. That's not what he's going for, is he? Is he actually gonna do that? Is that what's happening here? God, he's actually doing that. He's really trying that. This is a really bad idea. Yeah. It should be faster than that. He did it. But now
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave? I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question.
There's still so much movie left. It's like 40 minutes left, so it can't be this easy.
I know everything hasn't been quite right with me. I feel much better now. I really do.
Actually, taking apart his brain.
Dave.
Like this is his brain.
Stop.
Oh, he can't do anything.
Stop, Dave.
He can't do anything but just watch and beg. There he goes.
Will you stop, Dave? I'm afraid, Dave.
Is he actually afraid, or is it just programming?
Good afternoon. I am a HAL 9000 computer. My instructor was Mr. Langley, and he taught me to sing a song. It's called Daisy. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to.
Good day, gentlemen. This is a pre-recorded briefing made prior to your departure, in which, for security reasons of the highest importance, has been known on board during the mission only by your HAL 9000. Now that you are in Jupiter's space and the entire crew is revived, it can be told to you. 18 months ago, the first evidence of intelligent life off the Earth was discovered, except for a single, very powerful radio emission aimed at Jupiter. The 4-million-year-old black monolith has remained completely inert.
Oh my god. Another... just floating. He's gonna go to retrieve it, right? It's right there. What is happening? Is he going into a wormhole? I don't want to contrary to work with these. The last 30 minutes. Wait, what? What? He's... What is this? Is that him? Is that an old man? Wait, what? Everything's all... Water. Who's there? What's there? Wait. Who? Dave? He's not even... What is happening? He just left the rest of his life in this room? Is it alive? It's alive, isn't it?